Good morning, everybody. This is Rmims, also known as Gaming Guy. I'm just back from an exciting trip to Atlantic City in the Borgata Hotel Casino, Racing Sportsbook. I was there as a guest of Tom Gable, as well as on a panel with Max Meering. That was an exciting time for me, and we had a great discussion about sports betting, the NBA playoffs preview, as well as the NFL draft. For example, we talked about the liability involved with some of the players involved in the MVP race. I'm going to switch gears just slightly and talk about the NBA MVP betting. That was extremely popular and a very competitive race. And there were so many guys that were in consideration to win that particular award throughout the course of the season. Durant was indicated, DeMar DeRozan, LeBron James, even Steph Curry at one time. How does that shake out for you guys now in terms of liability and the award? Obviously, we already voted on Monday.
Yeah.
How does it shake out now? So who are you looking at in terms of what would be at the book's disadvantage, if you will, if that person was to win? Matt.
Yeah, right now for us, the public really backed LeBron James. He's been a superstar all year, really his whole career. And at this age to do what he did, I think people were just kind of in awe. And, every day, every week, we were just taking action on him. I think a really fun story, though, during this year was DeMar DeRozan, kind of a guy you really didn't expect to climb to the top there. And I don't remember what his opening odds were exactly, but I know at points in times he was, all of a sudden 80-1 to 60-1 to 30-1, then to 10-1. So we were getting a lot of action offset with betting on DeRozan. But for some reason, people really shied away from betting Embiid and Jokic and kind of put their money towards LeBron. I know it might be different for you guys out in Philadelphia, but we really don't have that hometown team. And I think the Lakers are kind of the Pittsburgh team that everyone likes to bet and enjoys to watch.
Tom?
I wish I was in that position. We took some bigger bets at the beginning of the season on Durant, which obviously didn't play out well with his injury. He kind of got tossed out of the mix there for being out as long as he was. But Jokic is, obviously the favorite at this point to win it. He probably will win it, and he's a six-figure liability for us at this point. I was hoping Embiid winning the scoring title could get some consideration there, but right. That's being selfish from my perspective and not wanting to pay out those Jokic bets.
In addition to that, we covered some topics about NFL draft. And if you were in a city that was hosting a draft, how would you approach it? Draft this year is being in Las Vegas. Now imagine the draft was being held in a city where you ran the Racing Sportsbook. What would you do to garner attention and bring people your way to bet with you? Matt, we'll let you close.
Yeah, I think something that would be really fun is having an interactive draft and kind of having an area to set up and let fans kind of compete in a simulated draft and offer different types of bonuses and boosts depending on how you do, just to get people running a 40, a three-cone drill, obviously supervised and not to the same extent that the pros are running it. But it's one thing the NFL does a great job in marketing is just watching these pro athletes actually work out and not really compete in a football game. So I think fans really enjoy that. And to truly know how difficult it is, what these guys are doing is to actually compete in it and then to get rewarded some type of bonus to then bet on the draft or bet on a futures in a season. And I think that will actually down the road garner more attention and get people more involved into the draft and the process and hopefully help the books get more handle on it and ultimately hopefully get more revenue and get people more involved.
Great answer. Tom?
Well,
your thoughts?
Yeah, certainly. Well, our friends out in Las Vegas are getting to experience this for the first time in their backyard, so it's great for them. I'm happy for them because a lot of those guys I talk to on a regular basis, and they're expecting this to be the biggest handle ever for an NFL draft, and rightfully so. When you have that many people coming into town, I mean, the draft now draws hundreds of thousands of people to the location, so I know Las Vegas as a city is ready for it, and So if it's coming to your hometown, it's really just managing the crowds, but also giving them something, as he said, to draw them in, to make them want to come to your establishment. So whether that's hosting parties or having some sort of competitions and the like that draw people in, I mean that's what you have to do. But the infrastructure and everything's going to be there to handle the crowds. It's just a matter of drawing them into your place of business.
So there you have it. That's just a small sample of what that conversation entailed. There's a full-length video that you could see later if you want to get the entire conversation that we had together. In the meantime, I want to tell you about my next endeavor that's going to excite all of you. I'll be in Baltimore, Maryland on May the 6th. There's going to be a conference there, and they're going to be talking about sports betting and how it involves small businesses and venues that want to incorporate sports betting into their venue and into their location. Not just the casinos, the big guys, but now a little guy can actually have it in his establishment. Somewhat similar to Chickies and Pete's, and make it work and make it successful. So I'm proud to be part of that endeavor, to learn more about it, and also share my knowledge with them. So follow me there. Follow me at Gaming Guy M on Twitter, as well as on LinkedIn. You get more information about that endeavor and any other things I'm planning for the near future. And I got a lot planned, so you need to stay with me.